All right, welcome back. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about slope, or the slope of a line. So let's go ahead and get started. So slope describes the steepness of lines in a coordinate plane. And so the slope of a line is the ratio. And remember, there are multiple ways that we can write a ratio. We can write the ratio A colon B, or A to B, or as a fraction, A over B. And so this is how we're going to be writing our ratio of the vertical change. So slope equals vertical change over horizontal change. Or otherwise known as rise over run. Some other words that are synonymous with slope, so a rate or a rate of change, constant of proportionality. So those are just some words that when they talk about a rate of change or a constant of proportionality, they're really talking about slope. The rate of which you are driving, miles per hour, that if we were to graph, that would be the slope of that graph, would be our miles per hour. So those are just things to compare slope to. So another thing, the important part, there are 4 types of slope. So you have your positive, and a positive slope starts in the bottom left and goes up. That's what makes it a positive slope. It starts in the bottom left and it goes up. In the past, if it helps, I've told students, draw yourself a stick figure at the far left end of the line, and then ask yourself, what is your stick figure doing? Ours is on a positive slope is going to be climbing the hill. If there's a positive, then there is also a negative. And a negative slope starts in the upper left and goes down. And so again, if you're using that little stick figure, our stick figure is walking down the hill or skiing. I had a teacher tell us that we ski down the slopes, right? So he's skiing down the line. Here we're hiking up. So positive going up, negative going down. Also, just keep in mind, we read from left to right. So when we're looking at a graph, we're looking at it from left to right. And then notice I have 2 more graphs, which means there's 2 more types of slopes. We have what we call a zero slope. That's any slope that is a horizontal line. That's a slope that is a zero slope. Think about your little stick figure. He's just, if he's going, there's no upward motion at all. He's just going straight across. This would be like what most of our floors should be like, is a zero slope. And then we have what is called an undefined slope. And an undefined slope is a vertical line, hopefully better drawn than what I just drew. A vertical line. I can't draw a stick figure on this line. I've always just drawn a person trying to hold on to the line, because otherwise he's going to fall off the wall. So a zero slope is like our floor, an undefined slope is like a wall. So those are your types of slope. And that takes us through the basics of slope. So in the next video, we'll talk about finding slope and the different ways to find slope.